Welcome back to the channel. I thought it was a little it's a little bit different, this one. Just a little bit of behind the scenes. I talk about my studio quite a bit, and yeah, you might get a reveal in this. I hope not, because I look a right mess. I haven't even had a shower today. Sunday, and yeah, what a grubby git I am today. Anyway, this is my studio. This is where I do all my bits and pieces. I am so lucky to have this. You've heard me talk about it. This is where I have this. So busy. There's lighting stuff and from my photography and all sorts of bits and pieces. Some pictures up there. Got. I'll show you all sorts of cameras that I've collected over time. All interesting stuff, props and bits and pieces I have on the shelves, and yeah, all sorts really, to be honest. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's why I do my editing. Not for YouTube, it's for my photography. Nice little screen and bits and pieces make it all easy for me. Yes, I used to play keyboard, not very good at it, but I have a little play around it on every now and then. So yes, anyway, I've kept these here. There's all my little messages I've had from people, bits from 365 there, all sits on this big diffuser, light diffuser I've got, sits on my flash things. Yeah, pictures I've took of animals and bit. Oh yeah, it's really cool, really cool. But this is yeah, this is my setup. As you can see, you'll probably see a couple of videos, and I've just done this video. Well, I've got this set up. It's so much easier for me now because I can. I mean, obviously, I don't leave money and everything lying around in my studio, but yeah. Got all the little different setups I can jump from. You probably recognise a few of these bits and pieces. That's where I do my Whiskey Wednesdays. Cool, you know, the Monopoly board sits in the corner here. There's my wildlife. Bit of a Halloween thing I'm setting it up, playing around with at the moment. And this is a mess, this corner. It's got all sorts of stuff in. Some old phones in boxes and bits and pieces, but yeah, this is yeah, I'm really lucky. I've got all this space to work with, and I'm currently setting up. Yeah, again, I don't leave all this out normally. I have keep a little schedule of what the videos I'm doing and write them down as I'm doing them, so I don't get lost. Keep all my silver in different bags so I know what's what before they all get put away. This is the next lot I'm doing on this setup right here. Right here. It's going to be in my wildlife, and that's coming right next. So this is a continuation. This is the setup for my next video. I'm just going to show you what I do. So the first thing I do is think about what I'm going to, obviously what I'm going to do, and it's going to be wildlife orientated. So I'm going to use the wildlife setup. I love this setup. I can move it around, change it around, move the camera around, do whatever I want, but I get a rough idea of what I want to do. I like to try and get the feel for the background. So yeah, I obviously set up my phone. So I'm using my phone, or one of my phones, and yeah, try and set up roughly what I want in the image. Now that looks quite really light, boring to me, so I want to try and create a little bit of an atmosphere with it, and take the viewer away from being distracted and more on the point of the subject I'm going to talk about. So that's going to come next. the phone really, just to create the atmosphere, just to bring out the contrast in obviously these silly trees or bits of grass, and bring out the niceness of the driftwood as well. Bring out the grain, and you can simply do that just by adjusting your exposure more than anything, and it's pretty easy to do on the phone once you get your head around it. And then I introduce a bit of supplement light, self-chargeable this is, and to bring a little bit more atmosphere to the shot, I'll introduce some light just from the right hand side. So, and it's quite soft. It's like a bit of an orangey effect. You can change the colour. It's really great, this light. You can change the hue, you can change the intensity, you can turn it up and down, make it strong. But all I will do then is just move it around a bit, take it away, get it closer, find out where I want to put it, maybe in the front of the subject, to the right of the subject at a distance, so it looks like the sun setting in the background, and just picking up a bit of the material on the driftwood more than anything. So that's what I do. It's not a secret. Anyone with a little bit of knowledge. Now what I can do now is just adjust. That looks pretty cool, but I might just adjust the exposure down on the video even more. So I'm just going to do that. Now I've just adjusted it down more so it gives that feel. It's quite late in the evening. I'm just going to bring the light round a little bit more, so because obviously my subjects are going to sit on these stands here. So I've just brought the light around to the front, so it just picks up the subject a little bit more. So that's what I do. So I have a play, always have a play. The great thing about video on these modern day phones or any cameras, you get to see what you're doing beforehand, which is really cool. Really cool indeed. So what have we got? What am I going to show you? Now you all know that I like my wildlife, and these are two purchases from, I need a capsule for this one, me and my capsules, from Cobra's latest auction, which is super cool. Now you can see why I've moved, and there's a good little experiment here. You can see why I've moved the light, brought the exposure down and brought the light round to the front of the subject, because as I move away, see what happens. Yeah, it may make this area look quite nice, but I'm losing the subject that I'm going to talk about. So it's very simple, just move stuff around. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. At least my subject's highlighted now. Yeah, there's big reflections. It's not like you can do when you're dealing with plastic and reflective surfaces, but you can have a play with it a little bit. But that's what I do, just trying to create that environment more than anything. So that's really cool. Anyway, getting back, these are two of the coins I got from Cobra Stacker's latest auction. I love my wildlife. I love the collections side of things now, and I know there is a series to collect in the African wildlife side of things. So he had, I think this is one that he was giving away, not giving away, but you could, if you made a purchase, you could buy another coin at quite a reasonable cost, to be fair, in comparison to trying to get it elsewhere. And so yes, this was one of those, and it's the elephant, from the African Wildlife series. The Somali Republic, 1,000 shillings, 2023, 100 shillings, 2023. I have to get this in a capsule. I'm not going to handle it. Anything I collect, I try not to handle. It's in fairly good condition. by the looks of it. But no, it's nice to have. I never want to get away from nature. I believe in nature. I believe it plays a very important part on who we are, why we are. And you can see by using this light, you know, it just I've got total control over how my coin's looking. I know it's reflective, I can't control that, but like the light on my fingers is very soft, so it's not pulling away from the subject of the coin, which is super cool. And I'm going to flip it over. Who don't like an elephant, eh? They are brilliant. And you have to be very careful. Obviously the plastic is reflecting the lights off my studio. You have to be very careful because that can happen. So the other thing I've learned dealing with silver, and I'm not professional at this at all, but you know, it's a big learning curve and you go all the time learning. But yeah, small movements, very small movements, so you're not blinding the viewer, not making it unattractive. And I think I've noticed with silver is because it has slightly different finishes sometimes, when it this slightly different finishes, use dark backgrounds behind you to highlight that. If there was a very light background, to try and put my hand, well I can't do it, if there was really light backgrounds behind me or in front of the coin, I'll try and give you, see how it's picking up my fingers because it's so reflective. Try and avoid those as much as you can, but small movements is always key. Anyway, bit of trivial stuff. This is what I do. I'm just talking you through not only some beautiful African wildlife elephant coins, but my thinking when I'm making my videos. That might bore you, and you might be all fast asleep by now. I don't know. And here we have another one that I think he actually auctioned. Again, beautiful, love it. Elephants. Again, Somali Republic. This is 2019. So obviously there's quite a few in between. So yeah, I'm off on my collecting journey yet again with another series, or maybe I can drop a hint if Cobra Stacker's watching. These are the sort of things that I like, so yeah, might give him something to look for. Only kidding, buddy. But yeah, I like, yeah, this is nice. I like it. Sometimes they can be really busy, sometimes not. But yeah, I love the series. Love it. Absolutely love it, love it, love it. So they're my latest two. There's another collection to collect. And I do need to start getting a variation of capsules. Because I always forget, you know, you buy, I don't know about yourselves, you buy pieces of silver and you just I automatically just think you're going to get a capsule with it, and I like capsules with my silver, but yeah, on some occasions you don't, so that makes me do a bit of research, although my last stand research was abysmal, as you probably all saw in one of my last, well, a few videos ago. But yeah, it makes me look at what I need and have a search around, and you come across places that some are cheaper than others. But yeah, that's me. I have a helicopter flying over in a minute. There she goes. Obviously something's happened in the park not too far away from us, because that was an air ambulance. I hope whoever has had an issue gets sorted. Hope they're okay. But anyway, that's a little bit of a background, that's a little bit of an insight, that's a little bit of a behind the scenes. There's more to come. I think this video will be out Tuesday, and then don't forget Whiskey Wednesday this week. look forward to that. Anything you want to talk about or want me to talk about, which would be cool going forward. I've started looking at how I'm going to do lives, possibly. I really want to do a live. It'd be really cool. I've got an internet issue, because I'd love to do a live at my studio, but I don't think it'd be very good because I can't pick up the internet. I've got to try and work it out. If not, I've got to try and do a really nice setup indoors somehow, in my office. But that's that's something going forward. I've still got lots of things to reveal. But it's kind of cool to do it behind the scenes. You probably all wondered what my studio looked like. Hopefully I didn't do a reveal. I ain't bothered if I did, really, to be fair. Only that I look like crap at the moment, so that'd be cool if I didn't show myself, to be fair. What was the other thing I was going to say? Yes, great. Can't believe it. Got 190 subscribers. Thank you very much. There's a few people that really promote my channel, and I do see the effects of that happening. So yeah, thank you very much. 365 is one of those. He does stand by what he says. I know it's good for him to get for me to publicise his channel like I do, but I do it. I publicise Cobra. I spoke to Cobra today, and he said, "Oh mate, on your Whiskey Wednesday, thank you very much for what you said. That was really kind and well." And I said, "Dude, mate, if it was shit, then I wouldn't say it, and I'd still be a mate, obviously. But I only say really good things if I believe they're from really good, genuine people." And yeah, 365, he stands by his words. He does support a lot of people. Yeah, there's an advantage for him to do that. I know that. We all know that. But it doesn't have to do it, but he does, and I really appreciate it. I really do. So yeah, thank you very much for everyone that comments. I love the core base of subscribers that I've got now. It's really cool. I'm sorry if I don't reply as soon as as quick as I can, but I do. Hopefully you'll realise that I do, and I will try and include them on videos going forward. But anyway, thank you very much. Have a really good day. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. You take good care. Bye.